What's up? My name's Jacob. I'm feeling a little unmotivated today, so if this video sucks,
Sorry.
I guess without wasting too much of your time, today I got George Carlin, Saving the Planet. I'm gonna go ahead and hop right into it, and I hope that you're having a better day than me.
You got these people around you, the country's full of them now. People walking around all day long, worried about everything. Worried about the air, worried about the water, worried about the soil. Worried about pesticides, insecticides,
Super
food
facts.
additives, carcinogens, worried about radon gas, worried about asbestos. Worried about saving endangered species. Let me tell you about endangered species, all right? Saving endangered...
So George Carlin's the kind of guy, but right, when you're a server at a restaurant, he comes in, you know, obviously, mid-50s, and he's got energy like he's 30, right? And that's like...
That doesn't sound like it's a big deal.
But it is a big deal.
He's got energy like he's 30, right? But he's such an asshole that it's not even funny. He's just the biggest dick in the world. He hates every single thing that you can even think of saying, right? He hates it. Whatever you say, he hates that shit.
Endangered species is just one more arrogant attempt by humans to control nature. It is arrogant meddling. It's what got us in trouble in the first place. Doesn't anybody understand that? Interfering with nature. Over 90%, way over 90% of all the species that have ever lived on this planet, are gone. They're extinct.
That's a fact.
We didn't kill them all. They just disappeared. That's what nature does. They disappear these days at the rate of 25 a day, regardless of our behavior, I mean. Irrespective of how we act on this planet, 25 species that were here today will be gone tomorrow. Let them go gracefully. Leave them alone. Haven't we done enough?
That's facts. That's super facts. You shouldn't let things go out like Kobe Bryant, where they missed their last 2 seasons because they had multiple ACL tears. If drafts got to go, then drafts got to go. I think he's right.
We're so self-important. So self-important. Everybody's going to save something now. I'll save the trees, save the bees, save the whales, save those snails. And the greatest arrogance of all, save the planet. What? Are these fucking people kidding me? Save the planet? We don't know how to take care of ourselves yet. We haven't learned how to help one another. We're going to save the fucking planet? I am getting tired of that shit. I'm tired of fucking Earth Day. I'm tired of these fucking self-righteous environmentalists. I'm tired...
See, I'm telling you, he's hit right. He's telling you exactly the fact that he hates everything. He's telling you right now, I hate everything, bro. I'm tired of everything. I don't want y'all to talk no more, bro. I hate you. I hate everything you stand for.
These white, liberal, bourgeois, liberal, white people who think the only thing wrong with this planet is there aren't enough bicycle paths. Trying to make the world safe and clean for their Volvos. And I'm really sick of these rock stars and movie stars gonna work off their cocaine guilt by saving a forest somewhere. Besides, there's nothing, first of all, the environmentalists don't give a shit about the planet. They don't care about the planet. Not in the abstract, they don't. You know what they're interested in? A clean place to live. Their own habitat. They're worried that someday in the future they might be personally inconvenienced. Narrow, unenlightened self-interest doesn't impress me. Besides, there's nothing wrong with the planet. The planet is fine. The people are fucked. The people are fucked. Compared to the people, the planet is doing great. The planet has been here for 4.5 billion years, all right? 4.5 billion. We've been here, what, 100,000? Maybe. 200,000? Maybe. And we've only been engaged in heavy industry for a little over 200 years. 200 years versus 4.5 billion. And we have the conceit To think that somehow we're a threat? That somehow we're going to put in jeopardy this beautiful little blue-green ball that's just floating around the sun? Planet has been through a lot worse than us for a long time. Been through earthquakes, volcanoes, plate tectonics, continental drift, solar flares, sunspots, magnetic storms, the magnetic reversal of the poles, bombardments for hundreds of thousands of years by comets and asteroids and meteors, sandstorms, erosion of all kinds, cosmic radiation, worldwide fires, worldwide floods, recurring ice ages, and we think some aluminum cans and some plastic bags are going to make a difference? Planet isn't going anywhere. We are.
Hey, that's super duper facts. You know, I still stand by what he said. He's still the guy that comes in and hates everything. But maybe that guy came in and he sat in my section and he's trying to enlighten me, and he's mad at the world because he's got like the burden of intelligence. He's like, listen, dude.
All the stuff that you think is an issue is just short-sighted bullcrap, dog.
It's just people that want to act like they know what's best for the universe, and they're narcissistic, and they don't understand that they really don't understand anything, and they're trying to do all this bull crap when really they should just sit back and enjoy the fucking ride.
We're going away. We're going away. Pack your shit, folks. We're going away. And we won't leave much of a trace either. Thank God for that. Maybe a little styrofoam.
What about the building?
Planet will be here and we'll be long gone. Just another failed mutation. Just another closed-end biological mistake. An evolutionary cul-de-sac. Planet will shake us off like a bad case of fleas. A surface nuisance. You want to know how the planet's doing? Ask those people in Pompeii who are frozen into position from volcanic ash. How the planet's doing. If the planet's all right, ask the people in Mexico City or Armenia or 100 other places buried under thousands of tons of earthquake rubble if they feel like a real threat to the planet this big. How about the people in Kilauea, Hawaii, who build their homes right next to an active volcano and then wonder why they have lava in the living room?
Facts.
Planet is going to be here a long time after we're gone, and it will heal itself, it will cleanse itself, because that's what it does. It's a self-correcting system. The air and the water will recover, the earth will be renewed, and say, if it's true that plastic doesn't degrade, well, the planet will simply incorporate plastic into a new paradigm, the Earth plus plastic. The planet will share our prejudice towards plastic. Plastic came out of the Earth. The Earth probably sees plastic as just another one of its children. Could be the only reason the Earth allowed us to be spawned from it in the first place. It wanted plastic for itself. Didn't know how to make it. Needed us. Could be the answer to our age-old philosophical question, why are we here? Plastic. Assholes.
Nah. He's definitely the guy that comes in and he's way too lively for his age. And maybe instead of running off bitterness, like I previously thought he did, maybe instead he's running off of chill, right? Because he's not actually bitter. He's trying to tell you to shut up and sit down. And really, he is having a way better time at this whole life shit than you are.
Because he just doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care about all the stuff that you pretend to care about that makes you feel like you're doing a good job. Because he's not trying to do a good job. He's just trying to get through his day and have the best time that he can.
So, the plastic is here. Our job is done. We can be phased out now. And I think that's really started already, don't you? I mean, to be fair, the planet probably sees us as a mild threat, something to be dealt with. And I'm sure the planet will defend itself in the manner of a large organism, like a beehive or an ant colony can muster a defense. I'm sure the planet will think of something. What would you do if you were the planet trying to defend against this pesky, troublesome species? Let's see. What might... viruses. Viruses might be good. They seem vulnerable to viruses. And,
just for the record, this particular standout came out in 2007.
Viruses are tricky, always mutating and forming new strains whenever a vaccine is developed. Perhaps this first virus could be one that compromises the immune system of these creatures. Perhaps a human immunodeficiency virus, making them vulnerable to all sorts of other diseases and infections that might come along. And maybe it could be spread sexually, making them a little reluctant to engage in the act of reproduction.
AIDS. He's talking about AIDS.
Well, that's a poetic note. And it's a start. And I can dream, can't I? I don't worry about the little things. Bees, trees, whales, snails. I think we're part of a greater wisdom than we will ever understand. A higher order. Call it what you want. You know what I call it? The big electron. The big electron. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
No, he's being dead serious.
Punish, it doesn't reward. It doesn't even judge. It just is. And so are we. For a little while. Thanks for being here with me for a little while tonight.
A lot of modern comics like to refer to themselves as philosophers, but this guy George is a real philosopher. This guy is a real philosopher because the ideals that he introduces, while they are funny and like this, he says them in a way that's like comical. He really is just like saying. He's passing along information that he has understood about the world. He has given his perspective that he understands that maybe you don't. And he has a platform which he can share that information that maybe he understands and maybe you don't. And he does it in a way that is comical because you get more people's ears that way probably. More people are prone to listening to you if you're doing something funny than if you're super duper serial. But he really is super duper serial. He just says it in a funny way so you actually listen to it. But I'm going to quit rambling. That made me feel a little bit better, so I hope it made you feel a little bit better. And I'm going to get out of here. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Peace out.